Hello, everyone. I'm Demo Nash. Here at me today is Deputy Chief Officer of Agriculture in the Cayman Islands, Mrs. Leda Nicholson Makasari, and Mr. Giovanni Mari, who is an agricultural assistant at the Department of Agriculture. I'm a senior policy advisor within the same ministry. And we're here today to share our story on how the Climate Smart Accelerator project has had an impact on the Cayman Islands. So first, we were a beneficiary of 5 units, flex farm units, of which we distributed to our beneficiaries across the Cayman Islands. The ministry then decided to scale the program based on the initial success. Madam Leda will take us through that, and after, Giovanni will take us through his experience at the supporting level at the school and with the other beneficiaries. All right.
Good afternoon. I am Leda, and I just wanted to say on behalf of the ministry that we are extremely thankful and to be partnering with you on this particular project. As Mr. Nash had indicated, the success of this program was as such that the ministry decided to fund 20 additional units in the hopes to help promote hands-on learning opportunities for a student in sustainable agriculture practices across the country. So we are quite pleased with the success of the program, and the government have continued to pledge its support as we continue to foster initiatives that would boost our food security initiatives. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Giovanni, and I'm the assistant who's been assigned to offer support to the various flex farms in Grand Cayman. I work with the Department of Agriculture, and what I help with is technical advice to all the different flex farm initiatives. So at each flex farm, there's different management practices. For example, some schools have their principals involved, others have other educational professionals involved. Some have clubs, some operate with tutorials, and some have dedicated year groups. There's also one flex farm going on right now at a rehab center that is helping with people overcoming addiction. And another flex farm is at a commercial farm that hires people who have overcome or are overcoming addiction. So in my role, as I help all of these different flex farms, it's been a real blessing to be able to communicate the science of agriculture and of hydroponic growing to so many different audiences, with some people being in reception and some people being in their further education and some people being adults who are now re-entering the workforce. It's been helpful for me as well as for a lot of these flex farmers to be able to see the results of their work. And some of the science of hydroponic growing that has also been translated into in the field growing, and a lot more interest has been sparked because of this program. You will see some of the photos going in the background are from example the Lighthouse School, which is a special needs school, and they've had great success. And this is an example as well as some of the environmental clubs. There's a few schools that have certain dedicated groups of students, if it's a farming club or an environmental club that meet after school.
What is important to note is that agriculture is not taught in our schools at CSEC or other levels. And so this is a good way for the ministry to introduce agriculture within the schools, exposing our students. Another thing to note is that this project will produce over 8,000 pounds of vegetables, which will integrate in school feeding programs, and it will complement our National School Garden Program. Once again, thanks to the Caribbean Climate Change Accelerator Program, and we are indeed grateful here in the Cayman Islands, and we say thanks again.